Una, kaya, kaya. Una, kaya, kaya. Ay! Una, kaya, kaya. Una, kaya, kaya.
Hi guys! Before our group present our chosen problem, we did a social experiment involving professors and students from DLSE.
We asked them to taste 2 different kinds of chocolate and we made them choose which one is better.
First one. I like that one better.
Second.
Masarap yung blue.
The first brand is M&M's, which is a foreign brand of chocolate.
The second brand is Nips, which is local brand chocolates.
And based on our social experiment, the results are
8 chose M&M's and only 2 chose Nips.
Colonial mentality is a way of thinking that our colonizers, namely, but not limited to the Spaniards and Americans, instilled into the mentality of Filipinos. After being colonized by the aforementioned countries for over 4 centuries, the Filipinos were eventually brainwashed in a way that they were made to believe that they were good for nothing and that the colonizers themselves were perfect. Colonial mentality is the belief that foreign talents and products are always the good, the better, the best, and that the local ones are of poor or no quality at all. It involves an automatic and unreasonable rejection of anything Filipino and an instinctive and uncritical preference for anything Western or foreign. Its scope is not limited to the patronage of foreign products but also involves the choice of language, concept of beauty, educational system, laws and policies, and even political system. Colonial mentality is a result of having lack of patriotism, awareness, and love of the Philippines. Having been granted independence and continuous aid to the Philippines, the Filipinos tried to pay their utang na loob or debt of gratitude to the Americans by supporting their products, programs, and the like, since the former could not repay them through money. Mass media also played a role in the propagation of colonial mentality in the Philippines. Televisions and other forms of media continued to display Western and foreign advertisements, which made the Filipinos' yearning for foreign products stronger. The different forms of media instilled that the foreign lifestyle is much better and that Filipinos should ignore their own way of life. The introduction to globalization in the Philippines also opened gates for more Western influence. Eventually, the Filipinos embraced globalization, which paved the way for them to be easily susceptible to foreign influences and culture. Meanwhile, the effects of colonial mentality are 1. It becomes a burden and barrier for the progress of the Philippine economy and country as a whole. 2. Filipino enterprises suffer because consumers do not use much of anything made in the Philippines. 3. The Filipinos' preference for foreign products eventually led to a change in their lifestyles. 4. The Philippine culture, which includes music, literature, and film, became unappreciated. Lastly, there became an increase in the number of emigration since Filipinos identify foreign lands as more progressive nations. In order to solve colonial mentality, we must trace back the path of our history. Our national hero Jose Rizal is a significant part of how the Filipinos back then eliminated colonial mentality. Through Rizal's books and other writings, he was able to make the Filipinos realize that their country was autonomous. Rizal successfully led the path for the Philippines to see that it has its own culture and identity, and that no other country could ever give that to us. More so, to solve colonial mentality, one must understand that history is something that no one could change, but we, as the leaders of this generation, have the power to change the present and the future.